day, everyone. So today is the 16th of July, and as I mentioned in the last video, that was the last episode for 6800. This right now is our preparation for a 50K eval on TradingFly. So I'm gonna pass this paper for me to qualify on my bad. Like that's my kind of like deal with myself. Anyways, this is my first trade here. I'm gonna break down every single narrative behind this trade ideology. So let's first start with market open. So this was market open, and this was market open. Okay. So before market open, actually I'm extremely bullish on the day. Why? Because we are respecting bullish theories. Wait a second. There we go. We're respecting bullish theories and disrespecting bearish theories. So I was remaining bullish if you have all of this kind of like buy side liquidity upside. This makes all of us initial the previous new highs. But not until the market opened. But here, literally when the market opened, we close here on the 15-minute, in just the 15 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to this previous day highs. However, in the first few minutes of the market open, we just literally just kept on chopping. I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for any sort of manipulation, particularly on the pre-market lows. So at that point, this was the pre-market low, and then there was liquidity. I was waiting for a final sort of retraction out of that. And then as soon as the market macro open, which is the 950, this is the 950, and it is the 950. At that time, we had a bullish S&P of this pre-market lows. I was like, okay, I have a bullish bias. I want to take longs when we inverse this bearish value gap, and kind of like the trade would go something like this. If the light side, whatever, something like that. It's gonna be like my ideal trade per day. However, the price is flowing and standing as good. Alright, I don't care about your bias. I don't care about your drawn liquidity. I will focus, on what I want to do in the day. So, as soon as we inverse this, as soon as we rejected this gap, I was like, I have the discretionary entry on the back of my mind, which was, I'm showing you the proof, guys, that I actually want to take this discretionary entry. So, guys, we'll be back again. So, I'm not going to check that for now, but I was like, okay, when the macro opened, the price was saying, okay, we're not going to be bullish. I thought we were going to both because at that same exact time, we had a bullish S&P to market was, but that wasn't the case. We rejected this 1 minute bearish from the other. So I was like, I want to take an entry here with my stops on this OB high. Started getting lit. I think it was session low. Particularly like Asia lows. Where was the Asia low? Getting the Asia lows are done for validity, and this was my proof. Alright, so if we'll look at this specific screenshot we have here. Oh, actually it's not Asia lows, it's only the hour lows. So this is the type of discretionary entry that I wanted to take, pretty much a 2-hour. And if I did take that, it's going to be a banner trade, but it was a discretionary entry, so I was like, okay, I'm going to chill out a bit. I'm only going to take that for now. But this is like the setup. I mentioned here it was a discretionary short, and this was the time that I hit full TP on that, but obviously I didn't actually take it because it was out of discretion. The model wasn't that, and the system wasn't, it didn't really, doesn't really work like that. So I was like, okay, it's just going to be a forward trend on the day. So I didn't actually take that. So I was chilling. Asian lows got taken. I was like, okay, I'm going to look for longs after this Asian low was taken. But the displacement from this point on, I was like, nope, we're not going to go for any sort of longs because the price action is clear to saying that we are, remaining bearish until we take either this hourly lows. At that point, we actually took hourly lows, but we didn't even have any strong objectives. So I was like, the steps are liquidity is my strong liquidity today. On the day. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for some time. And then the 10 a.m. open, so I marked out this one. This is the 10 a.m. open, so I marked out this 10 a.m. open, and what I anticipated was an open high, low close. This is what I was looking for on the day. On this 10 a.m. market open for some sort of like 10 a.m. deal free. And what I was waiting for that, we need to manipulate on some sort of fill gap. In this case, we have a 5-minute over here. And then, okay, at that time when we took the 5-minute, I was like, that's really choppy. So I'm like, okay, we're not going to wait for the 15 minutes to open. At this point, I did it. Why? Because we had a 3-minute inversion to the downside. So this was pretty much me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for on a 5-minute condition, and I'm gonna take a 3-minute confirmation because the draw is so clear. So at the point we had this high standard inversion because at this time we have a 5-minute. Nope, we have a 3-minute. Yes, we do. So I took the 3-minute inversion out of that. So basically, what we had here was a 5-minute manipulation and a 3-minute confirmation. So good. What was he is doing during those times? So check 10:14. What was he is doing at 10:14? It was just shopping. All right. So at that time we were just shopping. This was what there's an equal high and there's 10:09 slash 10:11 high, and at that time there was a 10:09 high. 10:09 high. So we technically have like a little S&P here, but I didn't really took that into consideration because I like either a 5 or 3 minute. In this case, we actually have a 5-minute S&P because this high was an equal high. First, we have a 5-minute S&P. This was an equal high while NASDAQ failed to take it. So we did actually have a 5-minute S&P. So I didn't wait for the 15-minute manipulation. This is 5-minute had a valid, condition because we had a 3-minute confirmation. So we had an S&P on both sides. Because that was a week high on ES and Q failed to take it. Now I waited for a 3-minute inversion, which is a high classic inversion on this leg. So we waited for the inversion and entered right away on this candle. This is a proof of my execution. You can see levels 10 on the candle actually executed. When I entered on that, I put my stops on this candle. Body close candle high, not like the wick, because the wick is at this high. Initially, what I wanted to target was a sell-side liquidity because that was my actual draw. But I went for a more of like a systematic type of entry. And also, this is a proof of my initial plan on the day. So yeah, guys. So this was me like when I initially entered off of that. My stops were on that OD on the 3-minute candle high, candle close high or like body high, not the wick high. Risking a percent on this. And I initially actually targeted the sell side liquidity. Where was it? This one. I initially targeted the sell side liquidity because I was like, that was my draw liquidity. This was a valid trade, but I was like, okay, I'll wait. I'll go for a more, more precise and systematic. Because I was 15-minute intermediate low. The pressing here, kind of like just captured my sell side liquidity. Yes, that was my draw liquidity. I just like decided, okay, trying for me to take a 101R, but I could maximize on this, and I left some expectancy on the table. But yeah, that's pretty much story behind that. So initially, I put my stops. I put my take profit here, but I was like, okay, I'll take a little bit more precise. Like entry because of this 15-minute intermediate low. Yeah, and at that time, we're just expecting the 15 bull gap and the hourly. Not necessarily disrespecting, but we didn't really show the sort of downward action. So go where we were points like the break evens at. Pretty much what I planned on. I went and started to break even on this candle low when we got close. So basically, that break even was not really, didn't really kind of get challenging. So I had to just strong displacement to the downside. And yeah, the profit continued to 2.59.96, which was here. My fill was here. So yeah, that's what, one day's account. So basically, when so yeah, that's not gonna be my first episode here on the series, which is Road to 50K funded preparation. So hope you learned to watch from this video. Just like some holy reminder that you're gonna have a drawn liquidity and bias on the day, but you have to make sure that you're able to be flexible and very active on what market's actually presenting you. Because here initially I was bullish, but market was presenting, okay, I want to drop lower because even though we had a bullish S&P was one of the major lows, I still want to go lower because we have so much inefficiencies. And despite looking so bullish on the day, I want to go lower. So what was that? I didn't quite take this entry towards the hourly. It's not a problem because this is more of a discretionary entry. It's one of my system. I'd rather take something that is, I have over a 70% win rate on my backtesting data. And as long as I execute that type of system 100% of the time, I know I'll be winning 70+% of the time. So it's a quick 1.17 RR. Could have maximized it even more, but you don't need to take the full move. You just need to get a portion of the move or like a piece of the pie. So that's all for the trade recap for this video. Hope you learned a lot. And yeah, always remember that every single time you follow the rules, you will be rewarded. And every single time you disobey your system, you will be punished. Peace out.